Welcome to What's Your Skroove, where we tell stories, share experiences, and get inside the minds of artists, athletes, creators, and musicians. Toast, 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 toast. All right, everybody, welcome to episode 24 of What's Your Skroove, live from, where in Colorado are we?
Grand Lake, CO.
I keep wanting to say Denver. We're not in Denver. Grand Lake, Colorado.
We're like an hour and a half north of Denver, Colorado.
And this is a special podcast. I call it the Danger Edition.
Ooh, yes.
Because, so disclaimer, there's a good chance that during this episode, we have to stop because we're here for a wedding, first of all. And some of the other people with the wedding party and friends and family are staying at different parts of this area. They're not too far away. And they've already been evacuated because there are fires going on.
Forest fires.
And it's actually pretty close to us, but so far we've had to be evacuated.
They said the west side of the highway, which is 34, evacuated. East side, you're good.
We're barely on the
We're
east
like
side.
100 yards from the east side, so this could be dangerous, folks.
We might
don't
that
say
lake
we
behind
didn't.
us. We might just jump in there.
Yeah, don't say we didn't. We don't love you guys.
So, so here we are. Hang on. I have to burp.
Oh my gosh, into the microphone.
That was a.
We should
burp,
switch mics.
That was a. Why?
So I can taste that.
Oh, nice. that was a beer burp brought to you by Coors Light, Rocky Mountain Brewed, because we're in the Rocky Mountains.
We're in the Rockies. Duh.
Hey, did you bring extra gloves? You had an extra pair of gloves this whole time?
Yeah,
we're in the Rockies. So, all right.
We're out on the terrace.
We're out on the terrace.
/
We might be
patio.
evacuated, but until then, we said we're going to do weekly shows, so we're going to do weekly shows. We'll put our lives in line to entertain you, the people.
And we have a Roger protector door
We do have a Roger protector door
to keep us safe from the fire.
That's right. Okay, so first things first, Colorado. We haven't been here since what, September?
Yeah. September of last year, 2017.
We had some Sky Miles that were going to expire, and we said, hey, let's go to Colorado because at the time, our current roommate, Zach Gibson, and our buddy, Aaron Snyder, were living in Denver.
Yes.
And they said, hey, come out and visit us. So we flew out there, and that was a great time.
Yeah, it was blessed. We had a lot of fun. Well, hiking at Estes
Park.
Yeah, National Park. Did some hiking out there. Did some.
I think it's a state park. Good.
Did some hiking. Did some.
Hey, Coop, can you fact check that for us? Is Estes a national or state park? Go ahead.
Did some hiking. No, I already just said that.
Huh?
went and checked out some breweries.
Checked out some breweries. And it was just an eventful trip altogether. Somehow we got roped into going to... So Aaron's girlfriend's Jewish, right?
Carly. Yeah.
Carly. So she invited us, because we were their guests, to go to this...
Jewish youth program that they have.
Yeah, so they do these parties and to keep a lot of the culture alive that comes along with the religion.
It's like every so many Fridays they have like a dinner.
Yeah, and I think that the church they get these sponsors to be able to host these dinners to just keep the culture rich and alive. And we got invited to it, and we actually ended up having a blast. There was and you couldn't have technology out.
Yeah, you had to. There was no cell phones.
No cell phones.
No technology.
That was a good time.
So you stayed off your phone.
We stayed off our phone.
Tried some Jewish food, which is good.
Yeah, and then Zach, we were playing this.
Oh, we had our cell phone out for one game.
We cheated because there was a game that we all wanted to play, and it's one of those ones where you put everybody in the party.
Is it called Piccolo or something? I don't know.
But you put everybody's name in the phone, and then you pass it around, and it'll be so and so do this or do two truths and a lie, different things like that. And Zach was in charge of putting everyone's name in the phone, and there was a guy there that we didn't.
Well,
know.
there was a bunch of people that we never really met before.
Right, but Zach put one guy's name in the game wrong.
His Josh. His name was Dan or something.
So we kept going around the party and would be oh, Josh do 3 push-ups, and we'd all what is up with this?
Where's Josh? And then the kid never had a turn to do anything.
No, he didn't. And I think he was really itching to get a turn into. And the irony of this whole situation was we were playing a game on our cell phones at the party where you couldn't have technology.
That was really fun though.
But I think the best part of that night was later. So we were in Rhino, which is Riverfront North, I believe. Is the abbreviation. And we went to this bar. They were we have to go to this bar. We have to go to this bar. It's a local thing. And it was a karaoke bar. So you go there with your party. There was probably, 15, 20 of us maybe? Probably 15.
Yeah. There's
And you go and you rent out, it's just all these private rooms. And you rent out a room. And you line up a playlist of songs, right? So everybody
you just pick, You
do it's all on your phone. I think you download the app, it's on your phone. They give you a couple of microphones, they close the door, they serve alcohol there, and you just karaoke with all the people in your room and have a blast. And that was something really unique. I
That
mean,
was fun.
that's not unique to Colorado, but we had a blast.
Yeah, that was really fun to do. And
Zach again
picked like this song, These Eyes.
by The Who.
Is that what it's by?
That's what. Yeah.
He loves it, and nobody knew. Everybody started booing him.
So Zach was trying to karaoke and nobody knew the words. And the idea is you pick songs like "Don't Stop Believing" that everybody can get behind.
Hey, Coop, do you have a fact check for the national park?
It's the entrance to the Rocky National Park.
See,
So we don't really know for
So
sure.
I was right. Coop is our younger brother, aka our fact checker,
Our fact checker.
slash sound tech slash camera guy slash sitting in the corner staring at us really funny.
So we all actually went for a run this morning, different
Yeah.
times. Cooper went with our dad and our mom did a bike ride with them. Then Kenny went for one. And I was editing the vlog, and then I went for
I had to
later.
go by myself because I probably went a lot longer than everyone.
Went the shortest distance. So the elevation is like a whole new game, right? It's,
Yeah.
I mean, how high up are we?
8,400 feet.
We're like
Yeah,
over
I
8,000
could have told
feet
you
up.
that, Tyler. You didn't have to fact check that.
It's not that Cooper knows; it's that you're unreliable.
See, you think of the word elevation, the derivative of elevator or elephant, something of that nature. But elevation, I think, spawned the word elevator,
You make elevator music. I make elevator music.
which spawned the word escalator. Not as an alligator, but as in a
Operator.
mobile staircase.
Staircase.
An elevation is kind of
You
like
ever see that video of the clown going down the escalator?
Yeah.
And he's got the pie.
Yeah.
There's like a
I have seen that.
there's a lady.
Is it Yucko the clown?
No, it's not young. But there's this lady going up the elevator who doesn't look like she's in the best of shape, and there's this clown going down the down elevator, and he smokes her with a pie in the face, so she can't get down the up escalator quick enough to get him for like hitting him in the face with the pie.
If you want,
It was amazing.
Some inappropriate humor.
No,
type in
no.
Yucko the clown.
I mean, make sure you have headphones on, kids. I have no kids, 18 and up. Make sure you have headphones on.
So yeah, elevation spawned the word elevator. Elevation change in elevation, heights of nature, geography.
So we went for a run this morning, and it was tough, but it reminded me of last time we were in Colorado. I was gonna go out for a nice little 4-mile run out in Denver, where the elevation's probably something pretty similar.
And me being the athlete I am, I thought I'd tag along.
He said he'd tag along, and Kenny doesn't run as often as I do, so I'm like, yeah, great, love to have you. Probably about a mile and a half in, Kenny's breathing gets really heavy.
Yeah, well, I was running very fast.
We were running right next to each other, and Kenny's breathing gets really heavy, and he's like, yeah, go ahead. I'm just gonna hang back a little bit.
I think I tweaked something.
So I finished my route, and I get back to
It's probably about 3 miles in.
Aaron. I get back to Aaron's house, Aaron, Gibby, and Carly's house, and 20 minutes goes by.
Well, I already came back and I was looking for Tyler. I
Not
was
true.
concerned.
Not true. And it
So
was.
I went back out.
Here's the problem. It wasn't an out and back either. We went out and ran around this lake. So if you got tired, you couldn't really turn around easily because you're already it was so far out. And they live at the higher part of Denver. So like you start the route by running down and you have to finish by running up this big hill with the elevation. That's really tough for some people. And
Well, I remember why it was so tough now. Because I got up at like 4 in the morning and swam like 3 miles.
well, that's not true. Oh yeah, that's right. Because I saw you. I was finishing mine at 3. And I was in the shower when you were just getting out of bed.
Oh, no. Yeah, I remember that.
So I get back. I think what do you think? 20 minutes goes by, maybe or so. Maybe not that long. I don't know.
I don't even remember.
Enough for me to be concerned. So I was all right. I'm gonna go check on Kenny, but the problem was I was so tired from already going out on my run because it kicked my ass. Aaron has a moped. I goes, hey man, can I take your moped and go track down Kenny? And he goes, yeah, sure, go ahead. You know how to ride one? Yeah, of course I know how to ride a moped. And
I'm walking around
I'm about-
Denver suburbs. Didn't really remember where. I
we
remember what
both
street-
actually got lost on the way back.
I remember what street he lived on, but I didn't remember any other streets.
You had to take a few turns. It was kind of hard to find this place. I even got lost on the way back.
I didn't have my phone because when I run, I like to just be one with nature.
So anyway, I'm take the moped out, and about halfway down this huge hill, the thing like dies on me. It stops running. So I got this moped, and I got to look for Kenny, and I got to go all the way back up this huge hill. And turns out I run into Kenny. And
I stopped this one kid on his bike and asked to use his cell phone.
Really?
And called you. Yeah.
Is that what happened? Anyway,
I don't think that's how you found me, but I did that.
because I don't think I have my phone on me because I have my running shorts on.
Yeah.
Anyway, moral of the story was he got lost. We got reunited, but then we had to push this moped, which isn't heavy or isn't really particularly. It was a big moped, and you had to push it. We had to push it up this hill, and
I rode it because I was so tired. Tyler pushed me.
he's steered.
Could easily walk next to it and steer.
I probably could have done it without you, like your weight.
Yeah, so we went running today. I think that's what we were getting to.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good
Yeah,
workout.
it kicked my butt.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, it's real tough. It felt good though.
It did feel good.
Yeah, I watched we're looking over the east side over here on this porch area. See the Rockies, see Shadow Mountain Lake. It's very peaceful having some coffee on this thing.
It's extremely peaceful, Kenny.
So yeah, the last time we were in Denver, we had a lot of fun. I love
Discover.
Denver.
You want to go Discover Weekly?
Yeah, let's check our little notes here and see where we're at. Yeah, Discover Weekly. You go ahead. Go ahead, guy.
Okay, my Discover Weekly. Since we are on the theme,
Well,
of
let's keep refreshing the people because these are new kind of segments.
New segment.
Discover Weekly. What it
Discover
is.
Weekly is something that you have read, watched, listened to, found, purchased, or heard about, or something that's impacted our lives kind of recently that's brought value to us, that we thought, hey, we could bring value to other people. Like we talked about music streaming services before, and I don't even remember what we talked about last week in the van.
Oh, I talked about 5-minute journal.
5-minute journal.
Morning.
And I talked
morning
about
journaling.
Tony Robbins' documentary on Netflix.
Yeah.
So it can be something you watch, something you've read, some morning or some practices or rituals that you do.
Which is the first one I did. Spotify's Discover Weekly, and then we stole the name for our own segment because we loved it so
Call
much.
that a piggyback.
So thank you, Spotify.
Yes. All right, so do you want to go? I'll go ahead and go first because I was already segueing. We were talking about running.
Yes.
So I would figure I would give a little bit of an update. So if you've been following the vlog at all, I have.
It's all connected.
It's all connected. I bought a pair of Brooks Pure Flow 7s recently, and I hadn't ran in them yet because mine. I think I had the Pure Flow 4s my last shoes.
Yeah, you did. I remember.
And I had a ton of miles on them, so I hadn't ran in them yet. But I brought them on this trip, and I ran in those for the first time today. And
How'd they feel, Highball?
they were incredible. They retail, or at least on Amazon, they were $100. Because I went to the running store in Royal Oak, and they fitted me and said, yeah, you should be running in that shoe. And none of their locations had it. So they're like, just order offline. Because I hate to outsource, a store like that to Amazon if they're going to fit you and everything. But they're like, we're phasing that model out, but that's the shoe you need. So I ordered off Amazon for $100.
Mm-hmm.
And because usually if you've ever broken in running shoes, this is probably more to the people who run or have ran. It's kind of a process to break in shoes, and they're stiff, and you gotta get them to form to your foot a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my first time running, and I only did 2.5. I was gonna do 4, but the thin air was so tough. I did 2.5 in them, and I felt great. They were super moldable. I felt like they were it's like something I'd been running in for 100 miles.
And now,
or so.
Tyler, why would one buy those shoes?
Well, I mean, I would urge you to go get fitted at your local running store to make sure that shoe's great for you. But I love that shoe because it's kind of like a it's kind
Sock.
of Coop. What are you running? Like a shoe? Huh? No, but when you're doing like a race, it's kind of like a racing flat. Yeah, it's kind of like a racing flat, but it's also a trainer. So it's a nice little hybrid. So for the price point, it's a great shoe, and I haven't used a shoe in like 3 or 4 models, so it's really nice to see that they're constantly improving. And the only downside is the shoe. You can only put like 250 to 300 miles recommended on it compared to other shoes. You can put a lot more. It's just because it's really soft and not how the shoe's made.
It's not like a car.
It's not like a car. And then my part 2 to that, if you've been following the vlog, I lost my Apple Watch, so I've been wearing the Garmin Forerunner 235, and I've been using it as a smartwatch and a running watch, and for fitness and all those things, sleep tracking. And I was just going to give a quick overview of my thoughts on that. One thing I like more than the Apple Watch, the battery. It lasts like 7 to 11 days. I charged it before we left for vacation. Good restaurant. I charged it before we left for vacation, and it's still about halfway through, and I just ran in it.
7-Eleven restaurant.
Yeah, I know. And
crack myself up.
what's do you know what the retail price is on this right now? It's like $200, I think. I think this retails for like
Cooper is a
$200.
wealth of knowledge.
He's a wealth of knowledge. And the Apple Watch that I was wearing is like a $400 watch, so it's half the price. And I don't think I'd go out and spend the money on the Apple Watch for the value this brings for the fitness side of things and even the smart notifications. So 2-part Discover Weekly. This watch, the price just keeps going down, but I think it holds its value extremely well. And those shoes have both impacted me extremely positively in the last month or so.
And we interrupt this program. Our fact checker, he has a message.
Yes.
It retails at $250.
Retails at $250. You heard it here. He's on top of things. So yes, the watch retails at $250. The shoes at $300. So for the price, cheaper than the price of an Apple Watch, you can have a smart running watch that does some of the things. You can't sleep in an Apple Watch because the battery's not good enough. So with some more features and a new pair of running shoes, food for thought. And I'm a big Apple fan, but these are facts.
Well, I'm going to give you a little life hack, Tyler. You can sleep in the Apple Watch. Get a long enough cord and you charge it while you sleep.
It won't fit on your wrist. The charging port goes under the bottom.
Uh,
Kenny doesn't know because he's never
Flip
owned
the
an Apple Watch. Let alone, I don't think owned a regular watch in general.
Yeah, I had a watch one time.
Yeah, the ones you got at Burger King Happy Meal.
Yeah, probably.
Or Happy Meals at McDonald's.
Still,
Burger King Kids
still
Meal.
wear that watch in my ankle. Flip the Apple Watch upside down.
That it won't track your sleep.
And there you have it, folks.
We're going to cut Kenny off. This is going to be the Tyler show today.
So, my Discover Weekly is related to music. Dramatic pause. We drove out to Colorado from Michigan, USA. And I was on Instagram. I was perusing Instagram. I saw this video that I liked, and this guy used a song for the video. So I Googled the words because the song sounded really cool. And I was like, this kind of sounds like Kanye West, but I never heard the song. I don't really follow Kanye West that much. And I knew he came out with a new album, so I didn't know if it was off of like his new album, the one with the mountains and the, you know that was taken on an iPhone, supposedly?
I did hear that, yes.
That's pretty cool. People are making fun of him for that, and I think that's sweet, actually.
I think it's very cool. I mean, it's stuff we talk about all the time, how you don't need the best tools to yield, great results.
And then, I mean, this is not even where I'm going with the Discover Weekly, just a side tangent. I forget what artist it was, but somebody paid, I want to say maybe millions of dollars for this old photo of like Whitney Houston's bathroom to use in their album cover.
I think I did hear that too. I can't think of that. Do you know who that was?
I don't remember who the artist was. The photo looked really cool. Mm-hmm. The bathroom was like trash.
And you can't recreate that.
No, you can't. It paid a lot of money. So that was cool. Coop.
Side note,
Who was it? Yeah, Cooper's going to check that for us.
Side note, I really, really hate not having a mic stand. I don't like it.
No? I like holding the mic.
Here's the thing. I talk with my hands a lot. I'm very animated when I talk and when I get into something. And if I do this, my voice comes in and out, and it's going to suck for the people listening.
Dramatic gestures.
It is, but the people listening, it's going to be like, whoa, whoa,
What else?
whoa. So, sorry, guys. No mic stands. Limited space in the truck. Coop, you got an answer?
This is Kanye West paid $85,000 to use a photo.
Yeah, $1 million. $1 million? You would...
Hey.
85,000. Still a lot of money.
Drew you guys in, though.
Hey.
Yeah,
episode
it was
of this
Whitney Houston
podcast
photo,
title.
right? Whitney Houston photo of like a bathroom.
Yeah.
It's like all trash. There's like a old Budweiser. It looks really cool.
Title of this episode, The $1 Million Photo.
Ooh, I like that. All right, so Kanye West, yeah. I heard this song. I was like, oh, that sounds like Kanye West. Googled it, typed in the lyrics. And found out that it is from this album called Kids See Ghosts, which is an album with Kanye West and Kid Cudi, which I believe has 7 songs on it.
Let's cut to the chase. Our musical guest, Mr. Kanye West. How funny would that be?
That'd be great. So yeah, Kids See Ghosts is this band by Kanye West and Kid Cudi they put together. They have 7 songs that they released.
So are they
this
like
album.
a band or is this like
no?
a collab?
They just did it. They just made this band. The album and the band is both called Kids See Ghosts, I believe. I know the band is. So, dude, all 7 songs on it, I really enjoy. Like on a ride out here, I saw it kind of right when we left Michigan. On a ride out here, I was listening to like the whole thing on repeat. I really enjoy it. It's really cool. Love Kid Cudi, and I really like Kanye West.
That was the first concert you've ever been to.
Yeah, I like a lot of Kanye West's older stuff. I really haven't listened to any of his newer stuff, but yeah, I love Kid Cudi. And that was like the first concert I went to. I don't know, maybe after my senior year of high school.
That was the Palace?
At DTE.
DTE?
Yeah,
Okay.
Knob. That was a lot of fun. He put on a great show.
Wait, question. Poll.
Man in the
You the
Moon.
people. We're going to do a poll. Pine Knob or DTE?
Yeah, it depends how old you are.
I know. But some people are really upset about that.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they?
Are they?
So yeah, Kid Cudi, I really liked his older stuff. I don't think he produced music for a while because I think he like suffered from depression and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, it just came out, and then they put together this fire album, which
Straight fuego.
yeah, straight.
Careful with the
fuego.
fire jokes.
Yeah, I will. So yeah, that's my Discover Weekly. Kids See Ghost. Check it out. Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get music. It's really cool. I really like the album.
LimeWire. Go ahead.
I don't even know if that's a thing.
We should go and check that out sometime, see if it's still active. But
Maybe you can. You know, MySpace. What did I see? Hey, check up this stat too. I want to say this was in the millions. Monthly unique users on MySpace
So-
is in the millions.
So I doubt it's millions for unique
14
users, but so MySpace is actually incredibly popular outside of the United States, and it's still being used for, if I understand correctly, more of a, and somebody can fact check me on this, but I think it's more of a music and creator platform, but it's extremely popular outside of the U.S.
I thought it was a LinkedIn for European countries.
Okay, not unique.
Yeah, unique. There's just not that many people.
15 million. All right.
So monthly active
I'm
users.
getting closer to my facts. 15 million active users monthly.
That's still
on
impressive. I mean,
MySpace.
that's still impressive.
That's crazy. I mean, we have
that there's that much attention. But if I remember correctly, because we were diving into it when I was in college, and I was reading up on it for some reason, and yeah,
Well, MySpace.
yeah, and it's not, from what I understand, not like, so there was like a project, and it was, is it struggling, or how do you save it? And like, really, it's not struggling at all. It's very niche now. It's not what it was. Its purpose is completely different. You know what I mean? Like, it was a big social network. Now it's more of a, I think, for creators. But I could be wrong.
Cool.
Only 5 million of those users are from the U.S.
See, there you go.
Only 5 million
So a
of those
third.
users are from the U.S. Tyler, wow. Math on the fly. That's good. That was good. No calculator. If you're not watching the video, he did
I
not.
did not have a calculator. My brain is an abacus.
Atticus.
Atticus Finch?
So, what were we saying? Kid Cudi.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Your Discover
Kanye.
Weekly. Anyway, cool.
Yeah, Kids See Ghosts.
All right. That was a
Check
good
that
Discover
out.
Weekly. Go check out that album. And
Highly recommend. Highly recommend.
yes. And I don't know the price of a Fitbit, but somebody was like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy this new Fitbit." Like the like higher end one that's like a watch, and this Garmin that I know of does everything that a Fitbit does, but better. So the price points really dropped in this. So I'd research this if you're looking into a smartwatch or a fitness tool. So
Might have to get me a watch.
I couldn't see you wearing a watch.
No. Honestly, I think the only watch I'd ever wear, because it's the only watch I've seen that's really cool, is the Rolex Yachtmaster. That blue and gold one.
That would be the Rolex Yachtmaster 2.
Yeah, I think that watch is so sweet.
It's huge though.
Is it?
It's Rolex's biggest watch. I think I think it's 42 millimeters.
Oh, wow.
It's huge.
I think that color scheme is so cool.
If I was to get a Rolex, I think this is basic, but I think I'd get a Submariner. That's so basic. Like,
I-
that's such a textbook
I want
answer.
an adventurer watch that looks sweet. I want to keep.
Then
I
you don't
want
want
it
the
to- I want it
Yachtmaster.
to. I mean, the Yachtmaster's for sailing though.
Yeah, but you said for adventuring and sail. Like I don't know watches extremely well, but like the Rolex makes an Explorer.
Yeah.
That or the Yachtmaster 1, I think, has a built-in chronograph.
Chronograph.
Yeah, but I think that the Yachtmaster 2, it only does that like 20-second, like the regatta time. Like it's got that regatta timer. I don't think it's a true chronograph, which you would want.
I want something that has 2 time zones.
The Rolex GMT, I believe it's called, and it has a second. Yeah, you can set 2 different times. GMT Master 2, I think.
You know,
is-
I would do that so that way we can still publish our videos on time into Eastern time. Well, we're
Whoa.
in Australia.
Crikey bummer, mate.
Huh?
Wallaby. I busted a plug on the way over here going to my Stoots and Stacks party.
Yeah. No, I'm not a big watch guy.
Okay. All right. All right. So I just a fun fact for you.
Wait. Should I reset the camera real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Do. Stay tuned. Do. Stay tuned. Do.
All right, folks, and we're back.
And we're back.
Dude, look at this. I noticed this.
What?
I mean, this is just a side tangent. This doesn't really even apply to the podcast.
Sound levels?
Yeah, when I was listening to my 60 seconds, it sounded like it was coming out like just one side of my speaker.
Yeah, you have to reset the sound setting.
the
because-
right.
Yeah.
I was wondering. I didn't know if it was something wrong with my Mac. I'm just
No.
looking at the camera.
Yep, you have to.
And my left bar is bouncing, and the right, like, earbud if it was. I thought my earbuds were bad, and then my
Remember that one time
Mac.
we had to fix it on there?
Did it do it on here?
Yeah. It's like because you can choose to
Really?
how the recording output is.
That's odd. I didn't know you could even do that on the camera.
Yeah. All right. Fun fact and I don't know why
Yeah.
you'd want to do that.
Only thing I can think of is that one video Landon showed us. Remember the haircut one? You
That
put in
was so cool.
You put in the headphones
and
and it
it's
made
like you're getting a haircut. That was cool. All right, quick side note because we've been talking a lot about Tim Ferriss and we mentioned him last week in Discover Weekly. Just a fun fact, interesting fact. So Tim Ferriss's book, The 4-Hour Week, the first book of his that I had purchased. I picked it up again recently, and I'd never finished it the first time. I have a bad habit about getting 3/4 of the way through a book, very shiny object syndrome, and moving to something else, which isn't really bad because as long as you're getting the information you want out of a book. So I don't believe in reading a full book if there's certain things that you need, like if I'm reading this for this information, which is fine. But it was bothering me that I left that unfinished, and I felt like it'd been a while, so I wanted to start again from the beginning. And a lot of his stuff is worth reading more than once. So I got the book out and I brought it. Packed it in my suitcase and I brought it here. And this morning it was really nice out, so I wanted to read on the patio that we're sitting on. And previously, I'd highlighted with yellow highlighter, like the parts I thought was important. And this time, I wanted to make my inscriptions in pen, so I could tell distinguish what I thought was important.
That's a good idea.
Last time, and what I thought was important now. So I went to write in the cover of everything in pen is this. Everything is. I'm like, I wonder when I read this last. So I got on because I ordered it from Amazon. Got on my Amazon Prime, checked my recent order history. And today, what we're filming is June 28th, and I ordered that book on June 26th with Prime. You get 2 days shipping. So I started, because I remember I started the day I got it. I was so excited. I started that book exactly a year ago and picked it up and started it again a year ago today. And I just thought that was super...
How bizarre.
So bizarre.
As Joe Rogan would
As
say.
Joe was, it's so bizarre. I just thought it was really unique and cool. And
was cool.
So yeah, I'm rereading that book. But anyway, fun
Hey,
tangent.
you know what I do when I read a book? I put the date that I start it and finish it.
It's a good idea.
In the front cover.
Good idea. I like that a lot. I'll start implementing that.
Kind of cool. All right. Next segment. Are we on? What are we on? Questions?
We can do questions. We can do
oh.
weekend recap.
Yeah. Let's recap the last. Today's Thursday. Let's recap the last 5 days or so.
So a few things have happened. Because we might as well touch on this. Last podcast, we were heading to Traverse City for our cousin Russell and his bride, now bride-to-be, his current bride, Allie, for their wedding.
Yes.
So went to their wedding and had an absolute riot.
You say that's when we recorded the last podcast?
It was on the way up there.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
in the
was
van.
kind of the continuation, kind of stemming that together.
Was that last Thursday as well? I believe it was.
It was last Thursday. Guys, we said we'd be weekly. We're here for you. So the wedding was an absolute blast.
Yeah.
We danced our faces off. We had a great time. Then actually we ended up going meeting up with everybody at for a bonfire.
Yeah.
Afterwards. We kept
Their
the party
venue was
going.
really cool.
The venue was probably
It's
the coolest wedding venue I've ever been to.
Outdoor wedding venue. Beautiful weather.
Like the doors opened up so you could go inside there, so it was covered, but you go in and out very
Well,
easily.
there's a garden dinghy outside
with a
that you
little
could hang out
bridge
with.
and a fountain. It was beautiful.
I don't remember the name of the place.
I don't either.
I met the owner. I think his name was Chad. He's a cool guy.
Really?
Yeah.
So congratulations, Russ and Ellie.
Yes,
we
congrats.
had a blast. So thanks for having us.
Yeah, and I got to go. Yeah, we might have found some future podcast guests there.
Oh, I think we did.
These brothers, Joe and Johnny, I believe.
From Chicago.
Colzon, I think is their last names. They love podcasts. They said they're twin brothers. I don't know if they're twins or not.
You think they're pulling our leg?
They might be. I could see it. Do you know? Because they told us so many stories. They had so many great stories. They love podcasts. One of them believes is a huge
Sasquatch guy. I want to get him on here, and he said he would preach.
Yeah.
Sasquatch, tell of you why he thinks he's real. And then his brother's a science teacher.
Yeah,
so he's
like an
very
8th grade science
factual.
teacher or
Yeah,
something
so
like that.
these guys kind of come at it from different angles, but they're big squatchers.
Yeah.
And really interesting guys.
They're hilarious. Great storytellers.
I think we would have a blast with them. We have to have them on.
They, you know what he said? I was like, dude, you're hilarious. And he goes, and they have this song that they wrote on ukulele from this time that they're up in the UP, Northern Michigan. And dude, the song is hilarious.
It's great.
And it's actually really good. Oh my gosh. So we got to have them on. But they're like, we did improv growing up.
Oh, see, that doesn't.
So when they were younger. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if he was telling the truth. That could have been.
That could have been improv.
So
Why would you lie about that?
Why don't you just pretend you have a car?
Yeah.
So yeah, Traverse City, that was a blast. Russ and Allie's wedding.
So
congratulations.
Wedding was Saturday. Sunday morning we woke up, drove to Birch Run for our cousin's open house, snoozed. We were all packed up, and then early Monday we headed out for. Where did we wind up Monday?
It wasn't South Dakota.
No,
Sioux Falls.
Sioux Falls, Iowa.
Yeah.
We went to Iowa, did the Sioux Falls. That was beautiful, and then we jogged over to South Dakota and
Did the
Badlands
National Park, which is awesome.
which was beautiful. Checked the vlog in 60 seconds episode.
That's very cool.
101, 102 for the vlog, and I don't know what 60 seconds that would be.
It's like 7:45 maybe.
Okay, so check those out because it was truly beautiful. We had a blast, and then yesterday we did episode 103, was Mount Rushmore,
Yeah.
and we obviously have never seen that, and that was incredible.
It was very cool.
It was patriotic and beautiful. Like, it was a very American thing to do, but it was gorgeous to see in person, and it wasn't what I expected. It was very cool.
Why would you expect?
It just I didn't expect it to be such a so I expected it to be touristy, but it was like an attraction. I expected it to be more like and I've never been to the Grand Canyon, but like you go out to the Grand Canyon, you just kind of like see it, and like this had like they had like vendors there and like tour guides going around, and
Less
they had
commercialized?
shops. Yeah, less commercialized, I guess would be a great way to put it. But not that was bad.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't really have any.
preconceived notions.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna lose this.
Yeah, but it was really cool. It was very beautiful. It's huge, obviously.
Something else that happened was 100, hit the 100th episode on the vlog, and that was cool to hit that marker.
You know what I really hope is on the backside of Mount Rushmore? Another Mount Rushmore that's almost done.
Messed up.
But like George Washington's nose got chiseled off accidentally, so they had to redo it. And that one's on the side.
Just flip it over.
They tried to take super glue to it. Didn't work. Should have had Gorilla Glue. This podcast is brought to you by Gorilla Glue.
We got a lot of sponsors.
Unofficial.
Yeah.
They don't pay us.
So yeah, that was.
They even use their products.
I know.
What was the other one?
Coors Light.
Yeah. What did you say last week though? You said somebody was.
I don't know. So yeah, I hope nobody
Here,
gets
let me go
offended.
back
But we plug.
Let me go back and listen to it right now.
I hope nobody gets offended. But we plug tons of fake sponsors. Or are they? They tell us to say that because they don't want to really associate with us. But they want our coverage, which is huge, by the way. Hey, Jerry!
So
Reel it in. 100th episode of the vlog. So that was fun to hit that marker.
Yeah, that was cool.
And no end in sight there. And it's cool to look back and see everything that's happened the last 100 days. And
you
that
think 100
in-depth
days,
level.
and you times that by 100 years, and that's 100 years of vlogging.
No. One day times 100 years is 100 years of vlogging.
Who knows?
I know. It's,
We may-
it's
well,
actually extremely simple.
We may never find out, guys.
Oh,
But thank
right.
you for tuning in.
I don't. Are you as tired as I am? I'm like beat. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
I'm
feel
kind of
like
tired, but I'm just in work.
okay.
Oh,
wait, here
oh,
we go.
oh, hello.
This is the alarm. We had to download this app for evacuation emergencies. This could be us, guys.
Let me see. What's it say?
Oh god.
Hang in there, folks.
This is oddly complicated to figure out how to use an
Is it-
emergency response.
Seems like it'd be like the
Active
iPhone
alerts,
like Amber
900.
Alert thing. You know, it just pops up on your.
Yeah. What time is that?
Could you imagine like some old lady like Eunice trying to figure this out? I think we're good. I honestly could smell smoke earlier, but I don't smell it anymore. Buddy, come on, relax. Just trust me.
It's just a fire. All right.
Wait,
Yeah, we're
wait.
gonna ignore that. I don't know. It's so.
Hey, Coop, that tech guy.
It's wait. What time is it in military time? You know.
I mean,
19.
Yeah. So now, okay. So this is the latest. Those impacted by the evacuation.
is it telling you it's safe to go back? Because I think they put it out. There's the one fire across the lake. There was 2 fires going on.
All right.
one
So no,
across the
this
lake
is
was
an
fine.
important update. Doesn't affect us, but saying that people cannot return to their homes until an undesignated time on Friday, which
Really?
is a problem because like the
That
bride and the groom and the
sucks.
whole wedding party had to evacuate.
Yeah.
So hopefully they got
like
everything out.
we said, we're here for a wedding, and everybody that's here for the wedding had to.
I think we're like
the majority of people.
No, I think we are the because we're like we wanted to be like by the lake. I think we're the only people who didn't get evacuated because we are on a little bit different spot.
So on the east side of 34.
Kenny, we're on the east side of 34.
That's kind of crazy.
All right.
Hope
so
everyone's okay.
I hope everyone's okay. I'm sure the local authorities taking good care of it.
Yeah. So, I think we learned about this in middle school or something. Obviously, forest fires are
Preventable.
bad, but there is a certain cycle. I don't know. The ecosystem needs them. Isn't there a tree that only comes about from like the embers of forest fires?
Yeah,
Do you remember that?
It's a healthy. It's part of the cycle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's part of it. Fires happen. They clear out the old, make way for the new. I mean, but
Coop, what is that?
It's
Look
ideal
that
to
up
be
for me.
contained best as possible. I
Yeah,
mean, because
yeah.
there's residencies and all these things, and wildlife is heavily affected. But nature always recovers,
Mhm.
and it always.
But do you
will.
remember that? There's like one
Yeah.
tree, for whatever reason that
do
sticks out in my
remember that.
mind. There's one tree that only like blossoms or
And, like,
whatever.
fire ash or something?
Yeah, that comes up
Yeah.
only after forest fires, which is crazy.
I remember that one
Like nature.
Channel 1 news ad.
Yeah.
For that, only you can prevent forest fires.
Yeah.
And I showed it to you guys like last night. It's like the match.
Yeah, I
Ding,
remember
ding. Something like
Isn't that crazy though? Nature made a tree that's like, all right, when lightning strikes.
Nature made a tree.
When lightning strikes, that's when it's time to shine.
Where there's smoke, there's fire, kids.
So it says
All right, Cooper's reading to us.
young, healthy trees can withstand a forest fire and actually grow after one because it clears out the
Oh.
trees.
So young, healthy trees are best suited to withstand the fires, and they are going to flourish more likely because the old trees are.
That there's more space.
Yeah, there's less competition for resources such as I don't know, sunlight, fresh soil, water. Back to you.
So there's your science lesson.
Yes. Okay, so that was kind of our weekend recap briefly. Now, do you want to go to questions or weekend preview? Kind of what's to
I
come?
mean, just do a weekend preview.
Since we're here.
Yeah.
Um,
we touched on it a little bit.
Yeah, so we're here for this wedding. So tomorrow, which is
When the podcast
podcast launch.
Friday.
So Friday, today's Thursday. Friday is the wedding, and it's supposed to be again a absolutely gorgeous, beautiful venue, and I'm super stoked myself.
Yeah, I think it's outdoor.
Got
show.
my brand new suit that we got tailored, all ready to go.
I got my new
Shoes
shoes
on.
on, and everybody's feeling alright. It's a good song.
And it's supposed to be a great venue, and plus a wedding in Colorado. I mean, what else could you ask for? So that's gonna be fun.
$1 million.
$1 million, huh? And then we're gonna be here today, Friday, Saturday. There's gonna be like a post-wedding party, like a barbecue on the
Yeah.
beach, sort of thing. And Sunday, are we leaving Sunday or Monday?
I think we might stay Sunday night. I think it depends what happens. But Sunday, we're supposed to meet up with Aaron Snyder.
Yes.
Things fell in the plan. He said him and Carly are moving. That's just who we stayed with last time we were in Denver. We're going to try and shoot a video with him again because he's a videographer. But they're like moving this weekend. So we're going to try and see if we can line up something, shoot for a couple hours, maybe head up some breweries. Who knows? But that's our but that's our plan for Sunday. And we might stay. I don't know. Depends what happens.
Just a couple of cowboys out on the horizon. When we're ready to go, we go. When we want to stay, we stay. But on a real note, we have to be out of here by Monday. It's like, we only got this place
Because
for
we
4
had to
days.
be back in Michigan for the 4th of July.
Yep, 4th of July.
Which I'm not sure what we're doing.
We
for
haven't
that.
nailed down our plans yet. We have so many offers on the table. That'll be.
No, Katrina, we're not going to go out to Vegas.
Yes, you know what I mean.
You and all your model friends.
Yeah, I mean, enough.
You can tell the Russians that fly their own bloody sand in the ocean. Am I Alfred?
That was the worst offer I've ever had.
Hey, Bruce.
Bruce, hey, what's telling Russians?
Hey, yo, Bruce.
Hey, Bruce.
Good eye, Bruce.
Good eye, mate.
Good eye, Bruce. To tell you, hey, good eye, Bruce. It's me, Alfred.
What we're
I want to
referring
look around. I want a French diner. I want to see you with the wallaby. and I don't say nothing to you.
Order a glass of Cody Blanca. What's hey, when you wake up what Alfred orders? I want to know the name of it because I want to order it.
Bruce, you'll be sitting over there chowing down on a Vegemite sandwich, and I'll be sitting over here drinking some.
You and I half the way.
Toasters.
You and I half the way, and a couple of kids, a couple of little tots running around, a couple of what's
Australian Alfred's drinking Foster's.
Nah, we drink.
We got a couple of bat cats walking around here.
What couple of groms with you.
Couple of groms. Then you got the half bat, half cat. They got the body of a bat, but the head of a cat.
I think the drink that Alfred ordered is a Cody Blanca, something like that. But anyway, what we were started that tangent was the scene in The Dark Knight when Alfred has the No, Dark Knight. He has the he goes, I need a alibi. He goes, oh, I think I got one. And Russian billionaire ascends with
Russian dance team.
Yeah, the billionaire ascends with entire Russian dance team or ballet, whatever it is. And Bruce Wayne goes, think you'll be all right without me, Alfred? He looks around. He goes, you can tell me the Russian for rubbing your own bloody suntan lotion.
So yeah,
I don't know how we got
well,
there.
the Katrina and all her model
Russian
friends
model
want us
friends.
to go out to LA to hang out with them for 4th of July. Not happening because my hands get so pruned.
For rubbing all the oil in.
Yeah. So
I use my elbow. Get in there.
I think we need to have an Australian Alfred. I could probably do the voiceover, honestly. How was that?
Next segment.
So yeah, that was weekend preview. Coop, while you're looking up that drink, do you think you can walk and Google because your brother could use Coors Light cold as the Rockies?
Here, no, you can have this one. I haven't opened my other one yet.
Wallaby.
Wallaby Junior. All right, next segment.
Oh.
Quickly. Rocky Mountain Brew brought to you by Coors Light.
Nice and warm.
I'm looking.
All right, no hurry on that. And if you can't find it, what you'll probably have to do to find it is look up the YouTube scene and listen to what he says. And that's Dark Knight Rises. So if that's what you were saying, huh?
Yeah. It's
No,
like, I don't
no,
say
it's
nothing
at
to
the
you.
it's at the
Oh.
beginning when
Yeah.
Alfred's gonna leave. So you were right. That scene's from Dark Knight Rises, but the Russian billionaire scene is or the billionaire boat scene is from Dark Knight. All right. While that's going on,
Going to questions?
questions.
Am I reading them?
Yeah.
I have in my book. All right. Questions. Our favorite question from last week. Jake or Noise. You want a free t-shirt? You guys, DM us on Instagram or Facebook. Comment on YouTube. Email us at whattheduck@skroveco.com. Message us on our personal chat, Snapchat if you're friends with us. Text us. See us in person. Call us.
Carrier pigeon. Telegram. Old man telegram like on Walter Mitty.
Harry Potter owl.
Owl.
Send us
Any
funny,
means.
interesting, deep, whatever. Any question you have for us that you want to be answered on the podcast, send it in to us. Well, if it's good, if we like it, we'll read it. Our favorite question right now wins a free t-shirt.
Yeah, and the better chances we have of elaborating and having fun with the question rather than a quick yes or no rapid fire style question, the more likely you're going to win.
So Jake won last week.
Some exclusions apply. No, I'm just kidding.
What was the question last week?
I don't know because Scott's was good.
Yeah, but we just gave Scott a t-shirt, so we had to
Yeah.
hook up our boy Jake.
I don't
And he
know.
gave us,
If
he
you
gave
wanna-
us like 4 questions.
Yeah, if you want to look
Oh,
up...
he asked us the yodeling kid question.
If you want to hear the answer, you want to hear the question, go back and watch episode 23, What's Your Screw?
That's right.
This week.
So, Carson Hardy asked, how'd you come up with the Skroove logo? And this kid we met when we were in Myrtle Beach, he had like a vlog camera.
Yeah, he had the whole vlog set up, the Joby tripod. And
Yeah, and obviously
mic
like we were
and
recording
AZ.
stuff. And we started talking to him. He followed us on Instagram. So, he sent us that question. How did we come up with the Skroove logo? How did we come up with the Skroove logo? And we've answered this on other podcasts.
plenty
But
of times.
Carson,
but
we'll cut you a
do-
break.
Yeah, we'll do it again because it's
It's a
often,
fr- it's
it's
a
a frequently asked. It's an
It's a
FAQ.
fact. FAQ.
An FAQ. The question, where did the Skroove logo come from?
Yeah, how'd you come up with the Skroove logo?
When we were in the design process, Kenny had mentioned a duck would be cool, and we were always big on preaching simplicity. We liked simple logos, and we liked just simple asks about brand, like the Apple logo, things like that. The Nike logo, just simplicity, I think, speaks volumes. Do more with less, sort of thing. And in 7th grade, when you're doing like the waves and like it's on the piece of paper and there's like the straight line and you had to like draw the waves on like the P waves and the S waves and all those things. Whatever one was kind of like the infinity sign or kind of like a Skroove duck, the one that just goes like that. That one I would doodle little ducks and put a beak on it and little like kind of, I think some like feathers maybe and all that stuff. Doodle little ducks on it. That's just like what I like saw when I drew those. And then he said, how about a duck? And I kind of whipped up a rough version of what is today's current logo. Kenny said he loved it, and we just sanded it down, and now we're here.
No, here's the drink. So, I mean, it's a very simplistic answer. We like simple things.
I love Cooper's detective work.
What do you do? Look
Because
at the
this is a hard
transcript?
thing to find. He found the actual script for the movie.
Nice.
All right,
That's clever.
this is Alfred. Every year I took my holiday. You'd go to Florence, and there's a cafe by the Arno. Any evening, I would sit there and order a Fernet Branca. A Fernet Branca. So yeah,
I want to know what that is now.
I want one. It looks like a little glass of wine. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it's got to be expensive because it comes in like a half-ounce glass. It's really tiny. All right, so thanks, Coop. It's a Fernet Branca.
All right, Coop, now look up what that drink is.
no, he's kidding.
So, yeah, we like simplicity. We wanted the logo to be simplistic. And the answer, I mean, it's really as simple as we thought ducks were badass. We liked the Mighty Ducks. We liked that logo. The Mighty Ducks were always cool to us growing up, like the cartoon. It's like a duck. Why not have it be a duck?
Yeah, duck it.
Yeah, duck it.
So that's where that logo
email
came
can
from.
be whattheduck at scrooveco.com.
Which it is.
That's our like a customer
Kind of our support line.
customer. Yeah, I can't think of customer support,
Customer service.
customer service.
Next question.
So there's that question. All right, question number 2. Allison Mackey, what does come and go mean, and why do you keep posting it and laughing? With 1,000 question marks. This is Snapchatted to me. Well, like I said, we were traveling around. We're perusing the United States.
Out west is an entire different world.
Yeah, they have all
West
the-
world, as they might call it.
They have all of these gas stations called Come and Go.
7-Eleven is non-existent out here.
Yeah.
There's no 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Come and Go is their version of a 7-Eleven convenience store.
And I don't know why.
Spelled K-U-M and sign Go.
And I don't know why I keep laughing. There's something
I don't
about
know
it
either.
just tickles me.
Yeah, it just tickles
But
me too.
every time I see it, I just had to, throw it on the gram or my Snapchat.
Yeah,
and maybe throw in a couple LOLs there.
Just for the kids.
Yeah. And I had to buy this. I mean, how do you?
I
mean,
saw this and I'm jealous I didn't buy
We
it.
got Come and Go water bottles. We got Come and Go gas, Come and Go coffee, and now I have my very own Come and Go lighter.
Always in his pocket.
LOL. Yeah. So
Raffle.
why do I keep laughing? I don't know, because I like to
I
laugh.
mean, we just laugh at everything. It's
But if you ever get the opportunity to stop at a
You
Come
need to
and
go to a
do
Come
it.
and Go.
Yeah, they have good coffee and cool lighters.
and cool. And they have Come and Go, authentic Come and Go hats, authentic Come and Go T-shirts, any sort of apparel.
You can just come in and
You
grab whatever
come
you
in
want.
and go. You come and go,
Yeah.
just like that.
Beautiful.
No one's the wiser.
Yeah, it is a good idea for a gas station.
Oh, side note, Come and Go has the 7-Eleven needs to step their game up a ton.
Oh, okay.
Come and Go has the most innovative disposable
drink.
coffee
Oh my
lid
gosh.
design
Yeah,
I have
this is
seen
true.
in my life. So how often do you like one thing for me is like I don't fill when I go to a gas station and get coffee, I don't fill like if I get a disposable one, I don't fill it up all the way because when you're driving it bounces and it spills. This disposable lid
So you drive
goes
like
on.
an idiot.
Yeah, it's when Kenny's driving. This thing goes on, and then there's a slide, so like you can slide
is
it,
very
and it
cool.
seals the lid so like it won't spill. And this is a cheap plastic lid, but it works really well, and it keeps it hotter. And you open it up when you want to take a drink. So, Come and Go.
Yeah, it's nice.
That was awesome.
That is innovation.
I will come
At
and
its
go on the
finest.
rest of this trip to those locations.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's I think like dollar refills with their cups.
Yep. All right. Third and final question. If you could hook anyone up to a lie detector test, who would it be, and what would you ask them? Our friend Sarah Guzik. I haven't really put much thought into this question.
Me neither.
So who would I want to hook up? Who would I want to hook up to a lie detector? What is a big? What would be
Like a monumental historic
Kinda-
event.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a world event or
Oh, Cooper.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good one.
It's a great question. You can go ahead and take it, and I'll process. Good question. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm gonna go.
Who would you ask though?
Oh, I would the president, JFK.
Okay.
Go back in time. So I'm assuming all
Okay.
gloves are off. You can go any person in history.
Okay.
Um,
JFK was president. So
right?
Cooper,
Was he when we landed, or did he declare the moon race?
so Cooper,
Cooper was
was
pointing to the moon.
pointing up to the sky. Yeah. Pointing to the moon.
Huh?
Yeah. He's pointing to the moon.
Yeah. So I think what he was insinuating was, did we actually land on the moon?
Yeah.
And I know JFK started the moon race, but I don't know if he was because he was assassinated.
Glad
if
we
he-
have our young Jamie here.
I know, young Jane,
AKA Cooper. Yeah, that is a good question.
Do 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 do.
LBJ or Nixon.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
LBJ or Nixon was president.
Ask one of them.
They would know because
Would
it's a lie detector.
Would they know?
They would know 100%.
I don't know.
Who else would? Who else?
I
would
don't
have?
know.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. That's
Okay.
one of
Neil
the
Armstrong.
astronauts.
Are you going to ask Buzz Aldrin get punched in the face?
Yeah, Buzz Aldrin would literally kill you.
He hates.
He hates that.
I don't know who would you ask. Steven Spielberg or Stanley Kubrick, maybe. One of the guys that
would have fabricated it.
Yeah. That is a very good
Okay,
question.
so that's a good question. You can take that one. But while we're on that topic, let me disclaim. I love a good conspiracy, but I don't really get into them and like learn about them, and I don't really know the moon landing facts and why people think. I know there's something about like the shadows of how like I don't really know. I haven't gotten into it, but off the cuff, my opinion is that we did not fake the moon landing. I think it 100% happened.
Yeah, I think you did too.
I don't
know enough about it. Though.
I don't know enough to. I can't say. I mean, nobody can ever say for certain. I don't know the facts. I haven't done the research. Maybe we'll like.
We should do research, dive into it, and maybe have Nick Seuss and Taylor Nagel on here because
conspiracy theorists.
supposedly they said they both love conspiracies.
Yeah.
Do a podcast on
Do you think they faked
conspiracies. I just don't know enough about it. I don't think so.
Now I don't know if this is true or if this can be fact checked, but I feel
I
like
just
if
don't
this
know enough
was
about
true,
it.
if this was true, I feel like they would put everything to rest. But then you have the whole flat Earth thing. So what do I know? I've been told, or I've heard that they put reflectors on the moon, and you can shine people people with with strong enough technology, like people in like with the domes, like what are those called? Astrology, like an observatory. If you have the powerful enough equipment. You can shine lasers on the moon that were put there by men, and it reflects back. So you can.
Or maybe they know space rocks are reflective.
It's possible, but
Yeah.
so even with the powerful, like, you can see a powerful enough telescope. I don't know that you can.
Can't
see
you
this-
just get a big enough telescope and zoom in and see if there's an American flag on there?
I mean, I would think.
How many times have we been to the moon?
I don't know. I mean, look at Apollo 13. Like, we've definitely sent people there in space. Like, I mean, before then.
Look at the ISS.
Well, I'm just saying, but like the Apollo missions,
Was
like,
that
they were
before
real.
Was that before the moon landing?
No, Apollo 11 was the moon landing. Apollo 13 was post, right?
With Tom Hanks?
There's been 6 manned moon landings.
6-man moon landings, all by USA. Has any other country even landed there?
6 manned U.S. one.
So
Man.
if I was to play devil's advocate, which I believe it happened
In a 3-year span, by the way.
in a 3-year
in a
span.
three-
So if I was to play devil's advocate, this would be what I'm saying. Maybe we didn't land on it when we said we did. We did it to just end the space race and tell the rest of the world, like, because we didn't want to keep forefronting resources to it. And then
Wasn't that during the Cold War too?
I believe so, because I think the theory is to bankrupt the Russians for them to put effort into the space
I need to
program
do
rather
more
than-
research into this.
I do too. But maybe we didn't land on Apollo 11, but eventually, because why would you do fake six of them? Maybe they faked the first one and the rest, just to buy more time, because they knew they were getting close, just to say we won. You know what I mean? Shortcut, cheated. Hey, we won. And then once they could relax, they said, because Apollo.
That's crazy.
But I don't know. I think it happened. I don't see. I just maybe I don't want to believe that it would be faked. But.
I saw this cool line. I think it was at ESPN 30 for 30. And it was talking about
6 missions in 3 years is a lot, I would think.
That is a lot for what? Science?
Yeah, research.
So I was watching this 30 for 30, and it was talking about 1 year of the NBA draft, and they think there's this huge conspiracy that the commissioner, David Stern, when they draw like the lotto balls, that they all wanted like certain people to be like drafted to certain teams. Coop, you know what I'm talking about? Have you seen this? And I don't remember the whole premise of it, but the guy right at the end, like the narrator of the whole thing, said a really cool line that I liked. And it's the whole 30 for 30 is based off of. Oh, just a second. Restart the camera. Restart the camera. The whole 30 for 30 is based off this conspiracy that the NBA was kind of rigged and they wanted certain teams to get certain players.
yeah, it's believable.
And right at the end, he goes and he says this cool line. What if the greatest conspiracy of all is there is no conspiracies? People just want something bigger to believe in. They find this thing to justify.
If you stare at something long enough, you'll find
coincidences
anything.
or whatever.
You can force connect. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which I thought was just a really cool. He has this whole like little mini movie talking about conspiracies.
What's your thought on the moon landing?
Coop doesn't believe it.
On the edge.
We are going to have to do our research, and we're going to have to come back and just do a conspiracy episode or maybe just a moon landing episode.
It makes more sense for them to me to fake it than it was for them to actually go through the work.
Cooper
Like,
says,
what was the point of spending all those resources?
You got to tell him what Coop said. He said it makes more sense for them to fake it than to actually do it. Is that what you said?
Because
That's
what's
what
the
Coop thinks.
ROI? What's the return on investment of all the probably billions of dollars that got spent on that project when you're in the height of the Cold War?
Well, we got to ask ourselves, maybe space travel isn't as expensive as we think it is.
Very possible. I mean, rocket fuel, you can get that at any 7-Eleven or Come and Go.
We got to do our research, and we got to do definitely a moon landing episode with the right guests.
Yeah, with the right guys.
Dive into some
Experts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Buzz.
Get Buzz Aldrin on here.
Wearing one of those boxing headgears.
I'm wearing a tinfoil hat.
I wear a boxing glove and I put it in plaster. So yeah, that was a good question, Coop. Thanks for that assistance. Do we have another?
I mean, that was probably good enough for the both of us. I can't.
I don't know. Maybe like you figure out how the pyramids were made or something. Who do you ask, King Tut? It would even tell us. That guy could probably pass a lie detector test. Or you ask. Well, I mean, okay, I guess we're assuming this lie detector test is foolproof.
I mean,
Like
yeah.
it actually works.
Yeah,
It is
not like a
100%.
polygraph. It's a very you know the truth. Yes,
Like shocks your brain into mush. If you like, a
Mush.
modern one, maybe Stephen Avery from Making a Murder. Yes,
Did you do it?
Yeah. Well, you can't think of that girl's name.
Teresa Hallbeck.
Oh, you remembered it.
Yeah.
The Toyota RAV4.
Toyota RAV4.
Yeah.
Teresa, did you kill Teresa Hallbeck? See if you haven't seen it. Making a Murder on Netflix is a very interesting documentary.
My 2 cents. I think he's innocent. But on the same token,
I don't think he's innocent.
You don't?
I think that I haven't seen this in a year or two. I definitely think that.
Dude, I think he's innocent.
I mean, like that whole thing was very skewed to make you think that. Like if I had your attention for 12 hours and presented you with nothing but because I feel like it was very biased, which is fine. They weren't trying to make it unbiased. But if I sat you down for 12 hours, because what is it, 12 episodes, an hour each, with your attention and presented you with reinforcing of one idea, it's going to skew your opinion. But I think he did it. But what I do believe was there was complete and total corruption with those
law enforcement.
The two guys. I haven't seen this in so long. It's hard for
Dude
me to
with the
talk about
glasses.
it. Yeah, those guys. I do think that there was corruption, and they tampered with the evidence because they wanted it to be him. I think that.
I don't think it was him. I don't think he was set up, and I think it was that. I think the crazy brother-in-law, the guy that looked sketchy, and like his son or his nephew, not Brendan.
I think it could have been all three. I don't think.
I do not think it was Stephen Avery.
I think it's very possible. I again don't have all the facts, but
What were the two lawyers' names?
Dean Strain and
Jerry Buting?
Jerry Buting.
Yeah.
Those guys are awesome.
They were sweet. But like, okay, so there's this one chick that's doing his case pro bono now. This like lawyer chick.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
And
He was just denied parole. The kid. What was the kid's name?
Brendan something.
Yeah,
was-
Brendan Dassey. Brendan Dassey, I think his name was. I just saw recently. I think he was denied an appeal, not parole, an appeal.
Oh really? I thought he was free.
I don't think so.
I could have swore he was
I don't
free.
know.
I forget what she said, but after watching the documentary, and then she was tweeting a lot, maybe like a year ago when she was she was publicized as like this chick that's doing it. Jerry Buting and Dean Stringer, was that their names?
Yeah.
Overlooked a very crucial piece of evidence and I forget what it was, but it was like, oh wow, that's wow. Like, how did they not point that out and make this point? I gotta try and figure out what it was.
Again, outside when you have if you can stare at something.
Well,
like
yeah.
that,
Well, the thing was, they were like so deep into
Yeah.
it. It was a very surface level thing. It was something with like the blood on the car, and I don't remember, but it was like, oh wow, that's that's crazy. When you look at someone with a fresh pair of eyes, it's like sticks out super easy, like just different perspective.
Whether he did it or not, I can't believe he didn't get off with the fact that, remember, the blood vials were tampered with.
Yeah.
Somebody they were, the seal was broken. Somebody had drawn blood out of his sample blood vial. That should have
Like
the whole case.
Yeah,
like,
there's a certain term for that.
Yeah,
retrial maybe. I don't know if that's right.
No, like it, whatever the term. Anyway, I should maybe revisit that documentary. But
Well, if you haven't seen it, dude, check it out. Making a Murder on Netflix. It is probably the most captivating show I've ever watched. I saw the first episode, and we watched like 3-4 episodes in a row after that.
It's crazy.
It pulls you in. It's done extremely well. It's very entertaining. It's crazy.
I think it's so it just encapsulates you because you'd be like, wow, what if somebody framed me for murder? You know what I mean? That's
yeah.
So
Well, there's like a lot of wrongfully convicted people. in
exactly. So I
prison.
think that's why it's so enticing because it's like, wow, this could happen to anybody. So
And we were talking about that recently, like, oh, there has to be like a more perfect way, like, to have people on trial and like the judicial system. And I think, I mean, obviously this isn't perfect how it's set up, you know, like 12 people or whoever's in a jury, but it is like the most realistic and the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Like, obviously there's human error involved, but like you can't have robots or computers like all get tampered with. It has to be by the people for the people. Crazy.
I agree.
Cool
Okay.
stuff.
So that was a good question. Did Sarah win this week?
Um.
Who's our winner?
Yeah, that was a good question.
We got to elaborate on that quite a
Yeah,
bit.
and thank God for Coop.
Yeah, Coop really developed that. Planted the
Sarah,
seed
you
there.
want a T-shirt?
Allison, good question. You're the runner-up. Ask another one next week.
Carson?
Keep them coming. Carson, good question. But it's been answered before.
Yeah, sorry, man. We've answered that a couple times.
Keep sending us questions. Probability game. The more you do it, the more chance you have of winning. And again, the deeper the question, the more possibility.
The
you're
more
gonna win.
creative the question.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
We on to Friend of
Friend of
Skroove.
Skroove. All right. So this week's Friend of Skrooving, and I have some of the information in my cellular phone.
So each week we're picking somebody, a friend of the brand, that's doing something that we admire, that we
Yep.
like, that we just want to show some love to.
Now he doesn't know I'm doing this,
Give
or
him
else
some
he'd probably
kudos.
tell me not to because he doesn't want to
Brag.
seem like
if you
he's
will.
bragging. But I'll brag for him because it's an impressive feat. My buddy Thomas Keene, who I'd known since kindergarten, went to kindergarten together, and we're friends all the way up. Ran cross country track, so we've been best friends for a long, long time. He raced I believe it was his first 50K race ever, and it was in Washington. So the elevation was 8,000 feet, similar to what we just ran in, 8,000 feet above sea level, similar to what we just ran in today, which is, it's grueling. I mean, he just moved out there recently. I mean, he's a big runner, but
It's definitely challenging.
that's incredible. 8,000 feet elevation. It was a 50K, which is about 31 miles, probably exactly, because the 5K is 3.1. So it was a 50K race, 31 miles long, and his time was 4 hours and 55 minutes, and he actually won. He won the entire race. He set the course record.
What was his time?
4 hours and 55 minutes
Wow.
for 31 miles. He won. He set the course record, and I think the next closest person to him was 20 minutes behind him. So he crushed it. I mean, I think he moved out there. Okay, so when we had our housewarming party, no, I think it was your birthday party. Sam couldn't make it because
just graduate in May from SUSU?
yeah, but my buddy Sam was going to come to our party, but Thomas was having to go away
Okay,
partying.
yeah, that's for my birthday.
So it was probably your birthday. So May 9th, the weekend of May 9th is when he moved out there. So he hadn't even been out there 2 months. Not accustomed to that elevation. Been running in Michigan. Did a 50K race. Won, set the course record, and crushed the competition. So
That's awesome.
He's doing some big things out there. I don't have his Instagram on hand. But Thomas Keene, I follow him. You can find him that way. So just search him. You'll be able to find him. Give him some love. And congrats, Thomas. Good work, man. You're an inspiration to people who want to do those. I don't know if that's considered an ultra, but, I mean, that's a huge run. I think he's planning to do a 100-mile race next or something like that. So
That's very cool.
that's mental toughness, man. So,
Congrats, Thomas. We're going to have to come visit him, too,
I know.
in Washington.
100%.
That'd be a
We
blast.
should have him on the podcast. Talk about the
dude, go out
that
there,
race, running,
take the van out there,
distance running. Yeah.
take the surfboard,
Yeah.
go surfing out there,
Yeah.
go hang out with Thomas, go out to Washington. Never been there.
Nope.
That'd be cool. But it's really beautiful.
He's living in the 4th healthiest city in the U.S.
Oh
I don't know what it is, but
That's what his.
yeah, he's a
Wendy-
big health
his mom
nut,
was
so,
saying.
Yep.
That's really sweet. Well, awesome, guys.
Awesome.
Thank you for tuning in.
We didn't get
No, the forest fires
they
held off.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're put out. It's contained. It's done. I don't smell any more smoke. You could smell
You
smoke.
can smell smoke. I got a shot of it earlier. It'll be on the vlog of the smoke. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, but that's kind of crazy though.
Yeah.
that happened.
It's crazy.
There's 2 of them right around here. I wonder how it started. If it was like a fire or like cigarette, or if it. I mean, I don't think it was lightning. It didn't. We got here last
No.
night and it didn't lightning.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Whether it could have been intentional, like an arson sort of thing, or an accident. Interesting.
I
All
wonder
right,
if they
guys.
start- do they start forest fires on purpose?
Yeah, they
Contain?
Yeah, I've heard, as far as I know, they do contain ones. Yeah, but that wasn't planned.
No, there was helicopters flying around dumping buckets of water or
Buckets.
whatever. I mean, they have like big buckets.
I know, but I'm just picturing like a little steel
Like
bucket.
a
pail,
sandcastle.
yeah, like a pail. Oh. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, all those fun things. Subscribe on YouTube and the podcast app. Both those things help a ton.
And if you want free gear, submit questions. We need questions to answer.
And there's free stickers available at www.skroove.com.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for
guys.
tuning in. And parting words: only you can prevent forest
Oh,
fires.
nice. That's clever. And I don't know where we're going to record next week.
I don't
Because we're
know.
going to be gone somewhere for 4th of July.
But we will see you next
It'll
week.
be cool. The van will probably be involved.
That's true.
Fran, too. Peace, guys.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. All episodes of What's Your Skroove are available on iTunes. And if you like the show, be sure to rate, subscribe, and leave a comment. As always, there are free stickers on our website, www.skroovco.com. We'll see you guys next time.